Well, there she is, guys, the new toy, the HP Compact DC5850. And we got, it was stripped down, and there were couple problems with the BIOS setup on there that we had to get into and reconfigure on it. But man, it's a clean unit. You know, yeah, I could have, a couple people said, oh no, Rosie, you know, get the XP recovery discs and blah blah blah. You know, it's, you know, for what I need to do, XP is fine. You know, I have Windows 8 if I really need something that you know, on my last computer I installed on here, I uninstalled it on another one. But if I need something, you know, a little higher horsepower, I got that. But for this, I want the functionality of it, and you know, it's going to do great for me. I'm going to plug her into the net. I'm going to download the various drivers, the Windows service packs, and you know, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a real good unit here, and I'm happy to have it. You know, for $25, I mean, I've got a big storage space here in the unit, which I really like. And we're going to do the quick formatting, because I never knew much of a difference. So it's going to format that disk. It came with the disk, and of course it was wiped, the disk drive, which I expected. But the processor speed is what I'm buying here. I heard from some of you, you know, with 3.2, 3.5 gigs. In my wildest dreams, I couldn't afford to have units like that, and I rarely come across them to repair in the secondary market on places like eBay and things like that, because they're not in my price range, or $20, $25. So yeah, I'm happy she's chooching up pretty good. It's going to take a few days to get everything all loaded in. I'm going to run this as a desktop on a hardwired Ethernet connection. I'm not going to use the wireless. You know, I could go diddle around with wireless cards and all that, but I want the highest speed. You know, the uploading here on the Comcast is my ISP. I don't want anything to compromise on the wireless drivers and all that. I went out today, I bought a keyboard here down at Dave's local thrift shop with no name on Sebastopol Road. I always think that's funny, but he has everything, and he sold me the VGA cord to hook up the monitor, which I've had kicking around here forever, the Samsung monitor, to the computer, and the keyboard for the grand total of $5. And this thing, you talk about lightly used. I mean, this thing is in great shape. So I'm happy tonight to have this new computer, and I can't wait to get on the net and see what the uploading and the processing, video processing speed is going to be on the net, because as you guys know, I crunch a ton of video, process it, reformat it, do everything but stand it on its head and sit it up and telling it to sit up and beg for treats. Okay, it's just that kind of processing that I do, and it's stuff that's extremely hard on computers, and particularly laptops. And right off the bat, this desktop unit, which is my first, because I've made do with well, I guess I had a Dell Compact years ago, Dell Dimension Compact computer, which did well, but got a little dickered up with a virus, and I never had time to rewrite the code on certain sections of it. And that's when I used to have some friends that worked at Microsoft, and they had a lot more time, and the company had a lot more money than it does now, and a lot more personnel per you know, just, it was a much friendlier company than, if you can believe it, as opposed to now. So she's chooching up good. She's loading up. Got the DVD reader and writer. And I guess we will, we don't have an XP tag on there, but you and me will both know that we're running the XP in there, and we're gonna give the old Vista the heave-ho there, but I guess we'll leave that on there to confuse the next buyer if we ever sell it. So far, with taxes and everything, we got about $31 invested in this unit, and Yeah, this monitor was on a trash pile to go out because it had one small bad capacitor inside of it that I replaced, and she'd be running excellent for years now. Okay guys, thanks for watching the update on the HP Compact DC50-850 small format computer, and I am very excited.